Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick. This is You Don't Scare Me, and today we're going to be debunking some more ghost videos. Or explaining them, whichever you prefer. I'm going to be looking at some ghost videos and I'm going to be telling you why I think they're bullshit. That's it. It's been a while. Let's do slapped ham. How fast do you think I'm going to get annoyed?
A chilling TikTok posted by the account at nightmarefuel__ has sparked intense debate, with viewers questioning if they're seeing genuine paranormal activity or simply a well-staged hoax.
Well, judging by this particular frame, I'm pretty sure we can all come to the conclusion that her hair is tied by a string, judging by the amount of hair that's on the other side and the kink. So, it's a hoax. I hope we're all on the same page about that.
Further stirring speculation, a commenter claiming to personally know the woman noted that her mother-in-law had recently passed away.
They're just playing on your emotions. That's just emotional manipulation. I don't know particularly whether or not this woman's mother died. Everyone's mother eventually dies, but I can tell you that it is irrelevant to the video and serves only to increase your gullibility.
Creepier still, if you slow the footage down, you can see a shadow appear in the window just as the woman's hair is tugged.
Actually, I did notice that shadow in the window, and the problem with it is that it is not a shadow, but digital manipulation to obfuscate the reflection of the string used to pull her hair. You can tell because at around a specific frame, I'm not entirely sure which one, but I am probably going to stick it here if I found it. Her head just kind of disappears. However, grabbing a still is a little bit complicated because if I grabbed like 3 or 4 stills and then put them in line, I don't know how that would look on the video. So what I mean by this is that it would appear as though I'm manipulating the evidence. You don't understand what I mean? Just so it's easier if you just go back and look at it, because you'll be able to see it live without the possibility of my manipulation. Just go back and look closely, I suppose. Sorry for giving you more work, but her head literally just pops out of existence after a specific area, which is likely when the string was being yanked. So it's just digital manipulation. We can also understand that there is digital manipulation based on the filter that's being applied on the video. This blue filter that they have on the video would serve no... It would serve no benefit to security camera manufacturers to have this, and an old dying security camera will just get darker, not blue. So keep that in mind in the future when you see security camera footage. It is designed to be as crisp and clear as possible, and this is quite frankly ultra compressed in a way that doesn't really adhere to modern security cameras, and the blue filter just doesn't exist. See, there's just too much leeway that people give with ghost videos, where most digital errors are written off as a portion of the ghost rather than what it actually is, and that's evidence of video tampering. Unfortunately, this is a common occurrence across most ghost videos. It's all too well and good to be able to write off every single thing as a portion of the paranormal evidence, but critical thinkers like you and me, we know better.
An unsettling incident during a massive anti-government protest in Belgrade, Serbia on March 15, 2025 has sparked controversy and intense debate online.
I skipped his exposition just so I can interject at this point where the video actually starts. This is a subsonic cannon. It's a type of crowd control for law enforcement. It's very unpleasant. I have not had the negative, whatever you want to call it. I have not had it used on myself, but I have spoken to people who have experienced this. They use some similar types of subsonic deterrence, like violence deterrence and stuff like that, countermeasures to keep people out of restricted areas in places like Area 51 and you know, specific levels of security. They have this, like, it's almost like I would call it something like a subwoofer bass driver that's really intense, that just kind of makes you feel blah, 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 like really vibratory. And it's used as a crowd dispersal system. It's non-lethal, non-harming. It doesn't make you feel like you're burning. It's not supposed to. However, the testing of this device has been very limited, as you can imagine. So adverse reactions to specific individuals, you know, it varies greatly. Like, obviously, this is one of the first official uses of this type of system, but it is meant to be a non-harmful, adrenaline spiking type of crowd deterrent. So there's nothing paranormal going on here, just technology at its current greatest in crowd control. So
over 500,000 protesters later signed a petition demanding answers after experiencing what many describe as a powerful sonic impact. Video footage captures a sudden moment of panic as protesters cover their ears and scatter during an otherwise peaceful moment of silence. Witnesses insist the authorities secretly used a sonic weapon, known as a long-range acoustic device or LRAD, to disperse the crowd. They report lingering headaches, nausea, and ringing in their ears after the incident.
yeah, yeah.
The Serbian government, including President Aleksandar Vučić, strongly denies the accusations, calling them a wicked lie.
When that many people react in the exact same way, and you want to call it mass hysteria, you're a piece of shit. You're a dog shit politician. Kindly see yourself out.
Yet Serbia's Interior Minister Ivica Dačić admitted a police vehicle at the protest carried an LRAD-like device, but insists it was never actually activated against the protesters.
Oh yeah, we had an LRAD. We had one. And the crowd reacted in a way that would insist that we used one. Oh, but we never pulled the trigger. We never did it. And drop a bomb on a city and then tell everybody it was a water gun. Go fuck yourself.
Independent analysts and international media, including The Guardian, have confirmed the presence of the LRAD equipment, fueling public suspicion. Authorities suggest the eerie sound could have been due to technical glitches or unrelated noise.
Listen. Yes, an LRAD is a non-harmful crowd deterrent system. It is not meant to injure anybody. It is not meant to do any damage to people. The thing that I take issue with is a scumbag politician bald-faced lying to us. I think we're all fucking fed up with that. I think we're done dealing with scumbag politicians who lie to us. The next time one of these human refuse people, like one of these politicians, tries to pull a fast one on us and tell us that, no, we didn't use it, I think it's about time we start fucking Bill Gatesing them. Get a pie in the face. Or I don't even know. Don't do anything to harm them.
With growing calls for transparency, the true nature of what caused the panic and whether protesters were deliberately targeted remains unresolved, leaving many wondering if a secret sonic weapon was indeed deployed in Belgrade.
I'll say one last thing on this. Yes, it's whatever the fuck they want to call it. It is not meant to harm people. But you know what does harm people? Trampling. If you're using one of these devices to disperse a crowd, and you just willy-nilly fire it into a crowd of all these people, and some people get injured because they trampled each other out of fear, it is no longer reasonable. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're right. I'm not the one that trampled the person, but that person got trampled because of your actions. You know what I mean? So indirectly, it is your fault. This is not the point of the channel. Sometimes I just want to... I don't want to make another channel just so I can express my feelings about specific things. So I'm just gonna sort of embed them occasionally throughout this channel's videos. I don't think that it's going to detract from the general portion, the general channel vibe. But occasionally, I just feel like I want to say something, and I don't have a platform to do so, and nobody wants to listen to me in my own life. So, you know, ignore it. I'll put a timestamp in. People can skip past whatever. I don't know.
A spine-chilling video recently uploaded by Instagram user Putortikor Kahini has left paranormal enthusiasts buzzing and skeptics scratching their heads. In the clip, a young boy casually plays with a Ouija board in front of a large mirror, but viewers quickly noticed something deeply unsettling.
Composite shot, anyone? I'm reminded almost instantaneously why I don't watch Slapped Ham's videos. The other channels that make these compilations probably wouldn't even touch this video. I don't think Chills would feature a video like this. However, the reason why Slapped Ham puts it in there is simply just because it pushes engagement. People will comment down below saying how stupid this one is or that, and it all counts as comments. What the comment is rarely matters. It's a composite shot. I mean, I know you don't need me to explain it, but some people need me to explain it. Oh, and a composite shot is when you take two clips and crop one side and crop the other side so they look like one clip, but they're actually two videos. Kind of like this.
The boy's reflection seems to move independently, out of sync with his actual motions.
It's really the eye flash that kind of irritates me about it, because it's like, oh, you know what? It's gonna be super creepy if we make his eyes flash. Then they'll definitely believe it.
Seconds later, as the boy leaves the room, the camera captures something even more disturbing. The planchette on the Ouija board inexplicably begins sliding across the board completely by itself.
Slapped ham, man. Slapped ham. My God. It's just on a string being pulled under that pile of clothing. You know that. We know that. We all know that. But if I don't interject, I'm stealing his video. You know what I mean? If I let his video run for too long without adding anything to it, then I'm stealing content.
Social media erupted with theories. Some users believe the boy unintentionally invited an entity into his home, while others suggested a possible haunting or demonic presence manipulating the mirror and board. Skeptics were quick to propose explanations ranging from camera trickery or clever editing to strings being pulled off screen.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Clever is not a word I would use for it. I bet you I can do it right now. Let's make my eyes flash.
For now, this eerie Ouija session remains an unexplained mystery.
At the end of the day, I do have someone to thank Slapped Ham for. Now I know how to do that. In fact, I can do it like this. So that's pretty cool.
Instagram user Dr. John Bez Rooch has sparked intrigue after posting some puzzling footage captured recently in the Florida Keys.
That started as a small little thing and then just kind of... now it's huge.
The metadata states that this video was actually filmed on March 3rd, even though the posting date was March 6th. And the time of the actual recording of the video, based on the metadata, was around 9:15 to 9:45 p.m. So, nighttime-ish. Okay? The Falcon 9 Starlink 12 to 20 was launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. And not just that, but it turns out that this restaurant that they're currently at, he wrote a Yelp review on, like many times before, and I'm gonna guess it's the same one because of that palm tree that is in view, because the street view shows that there's a palm tree in the exact location. This is the Falcon 9 Starlink 12 to 20 launch site SLC 40. So there you go.
The video, recorded in mid-March, shows diners at a local restaurant bar looking skyward, bewildered by an unusual formation drifting slowly through the evening air.
That started as a small little thing and then just kind of...
At first glance, it resembles a peculiar cloud, but as the footage continues, things quickly turn even stranger. An eyewitness exclaims, "Look, there's sparks coming out of it."
You know, like a rocket launch.
What is that? It's like sparkling.
Indeed, the mysterious object appears to emit sparks or fiery fragments as it moves steadily into the distance.
Yeah, fiery fragments. He's spelling it out for himself, but he doesn't seem to be capable of connecting the dots.
Another voice in the clip can be heard asking, "Is that another SpaceX rocket?"
Bingo. It's par for the course for Florida, so I don't understand why this made it this far. Like onto a I mean, I understand how it made it onto a Slapped Ham video because he's not exactly the most particular with which clips he chooses to feature, but still.
Another SpaceX rocket?
Given the location, many commenters agreed the sighting was likely linked to rocket activity. After all, the Florida Keys aren't far from Cape Canaveral and Merritt Island, home to America's Eastern Range.
I want to remind you, I'm not pre-watching this video. Imagine if I watched the whole video and then went back and watched it a second time while I interjected, and then went back to make sure that my interjections made sense. Do you know how much extra time? I've already been recording this video for 6 hours. That included doing research into things, learning how to make my eyes glow. You know what I mean? So it takes a long time to produce one of these videos, so if I pre-watched the whole video on top of that, it would take an additional hour. This is a good example of a time in which if I had just watched the rest of the video, or watched a little bit more of the video, everything I just said would be completely unnecessary, and I would have saved myself a lot of time finding the guy's Yelp review, pinpointing the exact fucking date through the metadata. This is irritating for me, but at the same time, I'm still refining. I'm still continuously refining my ability to investigate these clips. So, I am correct, and we're learning that I'm correct at the same time. Well, sort of. You're watching this a few days after, but still.
The busiest rocket launch site in the country. However, not everyone bought into the mainstream explanation. User Yelsup.Nivik had a far different take, commenting,
SpaceX failing to break through the firmament again. It's all a big performance to continue the lies about spaceflight and the ability for NASA to steal $26 million daily from taxpayers.
Like I fucking said. Like, on one point in time in the past, I thought these people were all just in on some big joke. You know, some big fucking community joke that I just wasn't in on because I'm autistic and I don't understand jokes that much. But this person genuinely believes the world is flat. There is a word for people like that. It's a word that you can't say. It starts with an R, and it used to mean you're late in French.
For making movies about outer space exploration, knowing we cannot get past.
I mean, it's not literally the word, because like if you're late, you're tardy.
If you're not a friggin' tard, you will prevail.
Whether you believe it's a routine rocket launch or something more conspiratorial, this eerie footage is certainly sparking debate online, reminding us just how strange and controversial the skies above Florida can be.
What is that? It's like sparkly.
A fascinating and seriously disturbing clip shared by Jamie Lynn McCombs on Facebook is making viewers skin crawl. The video, originally captured by YouTube user ChimeU95 in August 2019, zooms in closely on a snail whose eye stalks pulsate with bright, neon-coloured stripes of green and blue.
Leucochloridium brood sex. Infected snails may survive for at least a year and continue to be able to use the eyes on the ends of their tentacles, although snails infected by other Leucochloridium species are reported to continue to reproduce. Gross. I think we've seen enough of that one. That was 3 minutes of his video was dedicated to just showing us various different versions of that. Not about that. I mean, I have no problems with snails and stuff like that, but the whole parasite thing, this is kind of turning into a reaction video. I think that's fine. It's still slapped ham, so discussing these ghost videos is kind of the core, not ghost videos, but discussing the videos contained within these compilations is still kind of the core tenet, the core purpose of the channel. So I think it still falls within the range of acceptable video.
In a heartwarming yet spine-tingling video, a family gathered to honour the memory of their late mother on what would have been her birthday. The footage, originally shared by user at TTVIGG33 and later reposted by Muldowney Memorials on Instagram, captures a touching moment as family members sing "Happy Birthday" around a cake with a single lit candle.
Happy birthday to you.
To each one's own, honestly. I don't think that there's going to be much to discuss in this one, but to each one's own.
But watch closely, because this tribute quickly takes an eerie turn.
Oh, that was weird.
Without any noticeable breeze or movement nearby, the lone candle suddenly blows out all by itself.
Oh, that was weird.
Okay, no. The candle ran out. You see the wick. It's just not properly waxed and twisted. So the candle is burning at a rapid pace. Once the flame reaches the actual bulk wax portion of the candle, the flame was smothered by the liquid wax. It wasn't a ghost or, you know, grandma blowing out the candle from the afterlife. It was just a quick candle.
The stunned yet moved family instantly interpret it as a comforting sign from their mum, bridging the gap between this world and the next.
Again, to each one's own. If that brings you comfort, fine. I hope you're not watching my video.
Interestingly, many grieving families report similar unexplained phenomena, flickering lights, unexplained noises or objects shifting position, especially during significant anniversaries or birthdays.
Bias at play here is confirmation bias. It's the tendency to interpret information in a way that confirms the pre-existing beliefs or desires. In this case, people who are grieving or longing for a connection may interpret ambiguous stimuli like sounds or flickering lights as signs of their departed loved ones, especially on emotionally significant dates like anniversaries or birthdays. It can also involve pattern recognition bias or apophenia, where the brain naturally seeks and perceives meaningful patterns in random or unrelated data. Emotional factors heighten this tendency, making people more likely to attribute personal meaning to otherwise extraordinary or ordinary circumstances. Additionally, motivated reasoning plays a role. Some people may unconsciously interpret events in a way that provides emotional or, comfort or aligns with their hopes of continued connection with their loved ones. I hope my eyes looked really fucking weird in that I'm testing a new feature.
While skeptics might attribute this incident to coincidence or natural causes, the emotional impact on this family is undeniable. Whether you believe in afterlife messages or not, this touching clip has resonated deeply with viewers, suggesting perhaps some connections truly transcend our understanding.
Oh, that was weird.
A Reddit user by the name of Improper Forum recently stirred up paranormal communities online after sharing a family photo with an unsettling detail, an unexplained fourth figure appearing in the background. The snapshot was taken in 2015 at their grandmother's home on Whidbey Island, Washington.
Alright, let's be reasonable here. They know exactly who's in the back of the frame. They're just saying that it's a ghost or mysterious woman. They don't remember that woman being there. It could be like the mother of one of the child's friends at their birthday party. When you present a photo like this and then you just attach this anecdotal, like, one of the things that I keep seeming to discover when I'm researching these photos and stuff is that inevitably it turns out that the person who posted the photo is not anybody in the photos. It's somebody completely random who just discovered this photo online, grabbed it, put a story on it, and then threw it on Reddit. It's not even their photo or them. I'm not saying that's what's going on with this one, but what I am saying is this is a photo of 3 people. The person in the background is known to the 2 other people in the photo. That's it.
And at the time, only 3 people were reportedly present: the grandmother behind the camera, the user's aunt, and a young cousin.
They mean behind the camera this way?
When reviewing the picture later, the family noticed a blurry, shadowy figure with long, dark hair mysteriously peering into the frame, someone they swear wasn't there at the time.
They're either liars or idiots, or both.
Speculation exploded online, with some suggesting the unknown woman might be a ghost, possibly a Native American spirit tied to the island's well-documented history as an indigenous burial ground.
Both.
A few commenters even felt they could see historical-style clothing, enhancing theories of a supernatural origin.
Refer to that little portion of the song earlier.
However, skeptics weren't convinced. Over on Reddit's r/skeptic community, theories quickly arose that the figure might simply be a misidentified family friend.
Wait, there's a r/skeptics? Do not compare me to these people.
Neighbor, or even the grandmother, accidentally caught in a reflection. Despite these explanations, the family maintains that the location was remote, nobody else was present, and the atmosphere felt eerie that day. Adding credibility, the photo was reportedly analysed by a university lab and found free of digital manipulation.
Are you surprised? It's not a ghost, it's an actual person. I'm so tired. 7 hours. 7 hours so far for 32 minutes. I really have to figure out how to make this more efficient.
Without concrete evidence either way, the unknown woman in the background photo remains an intriguing mystery. Another compelling snapshot that blurs the line between reality and the paranormal. Coming up in our last segment, in just a few seconds, we take a look at a UFO sighting in Vancouver, Canada. But before we do, remember to hit subscribe and turn on all channel notifications.
Me too.
That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our creepy and scary episodes. A recent video shared by UFO enthusiast account UFO Goslem has caused a buzz online, showing mysterious green and blue lights hovering silently in a distinct circular formation above Vancouver, Canada.
They are nuts.
Filmed in late March, the eerie footage captures a strange glowing ring in the sky.
All of the clouds below the upper layer of clouds are not in the original video. They've been generated. This is not real. Well, what I mean to say is, you take a video of something. This reminds me of this other UFO video. You take a video of something, which is the cloud layer, let's say, right? And then you bring in your circle fucking thing, and you make it go around and around and around the clouds. And you go, wow, that looks really cool, but it's just not really that believable. I have an idea. Let's just superimpose a bunch of additional clouds on a layer above the circle thing so that it looks like it's zipping through the clouds. Because let me fucking tell you something. If this was witnessed by multiple people, it would have been front page news. It would have overshadowed the Canadian elections. It would have overshadowed every single other news. It would just be front page news. Mysterious friggin' green and blue rings seen zipping through the sky. But for some reason, this is the only guy that has a video of it. But anyways, so you just layer it. This other UFO video I remember seeing, the people were like arguing because it's like, well, it's very clearly looks like a CG'd like UFO, but it goes between the trees. The tree was also added in. It's just a higher poly like tree, so it looked more realistic. And then, you know, the juxtaposition with the UFO in the background looking so obviously fake, it tricks you into thinking the tree looks even more real. It's the same kind of thing that's going on here. That's my opinion. We're gonna keep watching and see if it changes by the end of the video clip.
They are not.
The clip quickly grabbed attention as viewers debated what these strange lights could be.
Every single copy of this video that has been uploaded to the internet, every single copy, has 0 comments. The total amount of views across every single copy of this video, 4,000 views. No comments. So I don't know where the hell he's getting that information from.
Vancouver isn't new to unexplained aerial phenomena, with numerous past sightings usually turning out to be satellites or even glimpses of the aurora borealis. For example, this string of strange lights left
Wait, that's SpaceX. Those are Starlink satellites.
residents puzzled until it was revealed that it was a row of Starlink satellites moving into place.
Bingo bango. Like I said, I'm not pre-watching. I'm going to answer these as they go, and then I'm going to hear the answer, and then I don't give a shit if you believe me or not, but I'm just going to be like, one more.
Yet this green ring-shaped arrangement doesn't neatly fit these familiar explanations, leaving locals scratching their heads.
It kind of looks like a plane with too many lights on it, or some sort of like drone show, you know, like they did in China with the dragon.
Some speculate it was a drone show rehearsal, as coordinated LED-lit drones are becoming common at public events. Another theory gaining traction is that powerful spotlights from the city, perhaps from a stadium or movie set, may have reflected onto low-hanging clouds, creating the illusion of a floating luminous ring.
No, it's not projected onto the clouds because it would have been visible on the lower clouds. This is just proof that it's video editing. Okay, so you got one layer, there's a cloud layer, then you got the circle layer, then you got the additional cloud layer. Subsurface scattering, blah, 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 shit, stupid video. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but nobody else filmed it.
Vancouver's thriving film industry has previously caused similar misunderstandings. A past incident involved Batwoman's production lights being mistaken for UFOs. Adding to speculation, Reddit users noted the North Shore Mountains' proximity, pointing out that bright lights from ski resorts like Grouse Mountain have occasionally generated odd reflections.
They are not.
Officially, Transport Canada and local authorities have reported no unusual aviation activity, leaving this event firmly in the unexplained category.
Leaving it firmly in the obvious video editing. No additional source, no additional footage. And the people who are responsible for managing our skies says they didn't see shit. That doesn't mean that this guy uniquely captured a specific video of one specific anomaly. It's over Vancouver. There's like 8 million people that could have been recording it, and nobody else recorded it. That means it's fake. That means it's fake.
UFO enthusiasts are thrilled, calling it one of the more intriguing sightings of recent months, while skeptics insist it's likely a clever hoax or simply an optical illusion fueled by atmospheric conditions.
Don't believe everything you see. The trees might be fake. The whole fucking video might be rendered in Unreal Engine for all we know. Or some other video editing. It could be AI for all we know. It certainly bears some of the fucking features of AI. But what it isn't is real because, again, one person filmed it.
They are not.
Oh, thank God. It's over. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that I got really tired at the end. It actually took me 7 hours and 48 minutes to film this video. And I already worked. I got up at 4 in the morning to go to work. So I've been up. I got up at 4 a.m. I went to work for 6 a.m. I got to work at 6 a.m. Finished work at 2 p.m. I came home. I filmed one video. This is the second video I filmed today. So if you count this work and my previous work, basically I worked for 16 hours today. So that just explains why I'm exhausted now. But you know, put as much work into this channel as possible, sacrifice everything to make this work. Because once this becomes my day job, I won't be tired anymore because I'm not going to be fucking doing the warehouse work. I will sacrifice anything and work as hard as I can to get this channel monetized so I can do this for a living. Don't worry about me. It's okay. Sleep is for the weak. And it's the weekend. So, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.